Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hanover. Welcome to our presentation about the life science location in Hanover, your business location here in Germany. My name is Peter Eisenschmidt. I am responsible director for the area of international affairs here at Hanover Impulse. Hanover Impulse is the business development agency here in the city and the region of Hanover. And today I'm very happy that my colleague, Dr. Andreas Müller, is joining us. Andreas Müller is the responsible director, project director in the area of life science here at Hanover Impulse, and he will give you a brief and detailed introduction to the life science location, Hanover. Andreas, good to have you here. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. Hello to you all on the screens. My name is Andreas Müller. As Peter mentioned, I'm biologist by training, and I've been working in the field of economic development for more than 20 years for the federal state of Lower Saxony and for different cities, and it's Hanover for 9 years now. I was just working also in a biotech company, in institutions, in business development, distribution, preclinical testing, and implant research.
Let me introduce you a little bit, Hanover and Lower Saxony, the state where Hanover is the capital of. It is located in northern Germany. It's the second largest federal state in Germany. As you may know, we have the 16 federal states. Niedersachsen or Lower Saxony is the second largest. If you ask me, what is the general benefit about Hanover, beside all the details we will on later, it's of course a geographic position. It is actually, as we always say, in the center of Europe, and the connection, the traffic connections, the logistic connections makes us a traditional logistic hub in Central Europe. We are connected to Northern Europe, to Scandinavia, to the Mediterranean area, to Western Europe, to France, the Netherlands, Belgium, to Poland, East Europe. The two major autobahn and highways are crossing in Hanover, and this is also then reflected if you look at the train connections. We have the train station with the largest numbers of high-speed train connections in Germany, with more than 110 express train connections. And this means, as a general first message, that you can do a lot of business development, a lot of projects with partners all over Central Europe, very conveniently, very easily out of Hanover. But let's not only look on these facts. They are important, and we will go into more details. But I am also very happy to tell you that Lower Saxony is indeed the most beautiful state in Germany. Fact, period. No discussion about this. And there are some reasons beside very unique and wonderful landscapes, but especially when it comes to lifestyle, Hanover or Niedersachsen, our region, we have invented German beer. Many regions are claiming this. We can actually give a proof for that. We are the home of the German cars. It was close to Hanover in Niedersachsen, where the inventor Bissing had the idea to use the combustion engine the first time in the world, not only to transport persons, but also to transport goods. And by that, he invented the truck. And everything that came out of this development is today, for example, MAN, a worldwide known company you have all heard about. The other major player in that area is, of course, Volkswagen, the Beetle, and all the other stuff, all the other cars. They are headquartered here. These are only a few examples. We have invented German football, soccer, which is pretty important for us. Or let's be fair, we haven't invented it, but it was the first time in Germany that people played soccer here. But there are also a number of other persons. I do not want to go into detail here. Persons like Gauss, the famous mathematician, the prince of mathematics. He changed a lot with his ideas in mathematics. Leibniz, the philosopher who invented the binary system, and by that made digitalization the way we know it today possible. The Gauss brothers, who are important for us in Germany because as linguistics, but also probably known worldwide for their fairy tales. In Hanover, the record and the compact disc was invented and was produced, and of course, Continental, you know the companies. etc., etc. I do not want to go into detail, but there is a message behind this, and this message is that here in Hanover, in Niedersachsen, we have the DNA of innovation, and this also in the field of life science, as you will see later. And it's of course about bringing this tradition, bringing this understanding of engineering, of innovation, of technologies, of new technologies into the future. Finding new innovation, and that means, of course, getting connected internationally, and that's why we are talking to you, to get connected to you and to help you develop your business. We are in Europe the #1 region with respect to R&D investments. This is, of course, connected to the big companies like Continental, like Volkswagen, but there are also first a number of hidden champions like Sennheiser in acoustic microphones, headphones, etc. But also, especially in your industry, in the life science industry, a number of well-renowned, internationally important research centers like the Helmholtz Center for Infectious Diseases, which are so important right now in these times of Corona, fighting this global pandemic, but also others. And here, Andreas will go into detail very, very soon. Other industries I just need to mention here a little bit are from different areas. I have mentioned automotives, but in financial, optical technologies, creative industries, insurance, etc., etc. We are a strong business location, which offers a lot of opportunities. And enough of general introduction. I am now very happy to give the microphone over to Dr. Andreas Müller, and he will tell you more about the life science location Hanover. Andreas, yes, please, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Peter. A brief hello to all on the screen. My name is Andreas Müller. As Peter mentioned, I am biologist by training, and I've been working in the field of economic development for more than 20 years for the federal state of Lower Saxony, 4 other towns, and for 9 years at Hanover Impulse. I was just also working for a biotech company, for other institutions in business development, distribution, preclinical testing, and implant research. In the area of industry development, my focus is on supporting companies from Hanover and abroad in being successful in their business. On the other hand, I'm just trying to support scientific ideas in their realization. Summarized, I help companies in the following fields: finding the right partner for your project, finding the right finance instrument or grant to finance for your project, and I help you to find the right location here in Hanover. But let's go into the life science in Hanover, the location. I will give you a brief description of the health location Hanover. In more than 3,000 companies are working more than 70,000 employees. Hanover has a strong scientific community with the medical school Hanover, the veterinary school, the University of Hanover, and the laser center. These universities work closely together in the field of biomedical technology, and they have founded joint institutes, for example, an institute for implant research, the KNIFE, the Lower Saxony Center for Implant Research and Development, one of the biggest institutes in implant research in the world. Besides the university medicine, Hanover offers access to regional clinics, and Hanover is an important location for health insurance companies. As I mentioned, we have a strong community in the scientific area. We have a lot more than 5,000 scientists in the field of life science, in the field of engineering and medical informatics, and they all work in the life science field. And now a special picture about the focus in the field of life science. One major focus is infection research. Here the medical school Hanover and the veterinary school are working closely together in zoonosis research. I say COVID-19. The prevention of infectious loss of implants, and together with the Leibniz Institute or the Leibniz University, on the development of bioartificial and biological implants in the former mentioned knife. Beside implant research, the Medical School of Hanover is one of the world's largest centers for organ transplantation. The MHH, the Medical School Hannover, transplants more than 300 organs per year, nearly 100 lungs, more than 20 hearts, and the combination of these two organs and also more than 120 kidneys, more than 80 livers, and on the average 5 pancreas per year. The medical school has a special position in the field of hearing and here in the cochlear implantation. The clinic is worldwide the largest center for these implants. And beside this focus, we have in Hannover branches of all cochlear implant companies. For example, Cochlear from Australia is here, Advanced Bionics, MedL, Oticon are located with a branch in Hannover. Oncological care is organized in the Comprehensive Cancer Center. This is a joint project with the Medical University of Göttingen. Based on these fields, we have a strong competence in medical informatics, digitalization in health at the Peter Reichert's Institute from Brunswick and Hanover. This cross-regional cooperation are also reflected in the field of preclinical and clinical research. The Helmholtz Center for Infection Research from Brunswick and the Medical School of Hanover have founded in 2015 the Clinical Research Center, the CRC, a common phase 1 and early phase 2 unit for the testing of new pharmaceuticals and new medical products. The close cooperation of scientists, clinicians and companies is reflected, for example, in the development of implants. As you see here in this slide, Hanover nearly covers the whole value chain for the development of implants. We offer research, prototype production, and preclinical and clinical assessment for new MedTech products. At present, we are in the process of founding a new company, a one-stop shop agency, which guides you through the development and the approval process of MedTech products. Linked to this one-stop shop are clinics and health insurance companies. And finally, this is the location where you can find your partners from industry and research. Nearby this place, different insurance companies are located. The heart of the companies lies in the medical park, in the middle of the picture, surrounded by different scientific institutes, like the former mentioned knife, the Institute for Implant Research, the black building on the right side, the Twin Core Center for Infections Disease Research, the Fraunhofer item with its medical test center for lung diseases and MedTech products, the Hannover Clinical Trial Center, HCTC and the Clinical Research Center, the CRC, as a partner in clinical development and testing. And last but not least, the Medical School, the MHH, and the INI, the International Neuroscience Institute, with their clinical competences. This was a very short view into the health location Hannover. If you would like to become part of this community, please contact us. Thank you.
Thank you, Andreas, for this introduction to the life science location Hanover. Having here a look on this overview about this big family of life science related companies and research institutes and the Hanover Medical School, our message for today is that this is your location here in Germany to choose this location to develop your business in the German market, in the European market. We as Hanover Impulse from the international team and with the industry expertise we have here, we would be very happy to talk to you about your plans, about your opportunities, what we can do for you here. So we are very happy to get in contact with you. Just call us or just send us an email. And having said this, I would come to the last slide with the take-home message. Hanover loves me. Welcome home. We would be very happy to welcome you here in your home in Germany. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your attention. Andreas, thank you again for your presentation, and we are looking forward to seeing you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.